This is your weekly report on corruption in the Philippine government. A former police officer wanted for a murder case in Cavite was arrested after engaging the arresting officers in a gunfight in Bagong Barrio, Caloocan City, on Monday, the 17th of February. According to the Caloocan City police station, the suspect exchanged gunfire with authorities before driving his car to his home allegedly to retrieve more firearms. However, police cornered and arrested him at his residence. During the shootout, 2 residents were hit by stray bullets and were rushed to a hospital for treatment. The suspect, a former officer of the National Capital Region Police Office, was dismissed from service in 2019. Authorities linked him to the 14th of February shooting in Tanza, Cavite, where a man was killed and another wounded. Investigators tracked him down in Caloocan through CCTV footage review. The suspect denied his involvement in the shooting, claiming he was traveling at the time of the crime. In addition to the murder case, he will also face charges for violation of the Omnibus Election Code due to illegal possession of firearms and explosives. Police recovered firearms, ammunition, and a grenade from the suspect. A government official was shot and killed in a gun attack in Basilan Province, the police said Friday, the 21st of February, 2025. The Isabela City Police identified the slain government official as Ricardo Laguardia, 30, head of the Secretariat of the City Peace and Order Council and City Anti-Drug Abuse Council. The police said the gun attack happened around 6:45 p.m. Thursday, the 20th of February, in San Rafael Village, Isabela City, the capital of Basilan Province. Investigation showed LaGuardia had just alighted in front of his residence's gate from a motorcycle of his companion, who dropped him home when shot by one of 2 men riding tandem on a motorcycle that tailed them. The police said suspects, clad in hooded jackets, immediately sped off while LaGuardia was rushed to the hospital but was declared dead by the attending physician. The police recovered 3 empty shells of caliber .45 pistol at the crime scene. Investigation continues to establish the motive as well as identify and arrest the suspects. Isabela City Vice Mayor Kifli Hataman Saliman on Friday, the 21st of February, strongly condemned the killing of a government official and called on the authorities to strictly enforce the election gun ban. On behalf of the City Council, and all those working for the peace and safety of our city, we strongly condemn the shooting of LaGuardia, Saliman said in a statement. A public school teacher and 2 other individuals were caught with 204,000 pesos worth of suspected shabu during a buy-bust operation in Barangay Poblacion Occidental in Consolacion Town, Northern Cebu on the early hours of Thursday, the 21st of February. The drug bust was conducted by personnel of the Municipal Drug Enforcement Unit of the Consolacion Municipal Police Station and Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency and Regional Office. One of the arrested suspects was identified as Jadistal Luvite Pinito, a 50-year-old public school teacher. Pinito was the subject of the operation on Thursday, according to police. Also apprehended in the Consolacion drug bust were 23-year-old Jerome Casapong Huevo and 21-year-old Clint Cuas Jersale. Both men are jobless and residents of Barangay Cansaga in Consolacion. The suspects were arrested in Barangay Poblacion Occidental at around 12:30 am on Thursday. Police, in a report, described Pinito as a high-value individual while the 2 other suspects were street-level individuals. During the anti-illegal drugs operation, they confiscated 30 grams of suspected shabu from the suspects. The seized pieces of drug evidence reportedly had an estimated standard drug price of 204,000 pesos. It was then turned over to the Cebu Provincial Forensic Unit, Northern Cebu's Satellite Forensic Office in Danao City for examination. As of this writing, all 3 Consolacion drug bust suspects are detained at the custodial facility of the Consolacion Municipal Police Station while waiting for drug charges to be filed against them. A vice-mayoral candidate in Maguindanao del Sur was injured in a gun attack by a still unidentified suspect about 9:30 am Monday, the 24th of February, the United Bangsamoro Justice Party reported. Lawyer Mohamed Omar Samama, incumbent vice-mayor of Datupeng and son of Datupeng Mayor Victor Samama, was attacked in Barangay Magaslong, along a busy street just a few kilometers from the town center. He was about to host a medical mission program in the village, the UBJP said. Police reported that Samama was injured and was now undergoing medication in an undisclosed hospital in Maguindanao del Sur. The father and son tandem is running under the UBJP, the political party of the Moro Islamic Liberation Front. An employee of the municipal government of Matalam, Cotabato was killed in an ambush in Matalam on Sunday, the 23rd of February. Police identified the victim as Joseph Ferdinand Jimenez. Initial investigation said Jimenez was driving a government pickup truck when two men on board a motorcycle appeared and fired at him. Recovered from the crime scene were 14 slugs and empty bullets for a .45 caliber pistol. Lawmen are conducting follow-up investigation to determine the motive and identity of the perpetrators who fled after the incident. Investigators are scheduled to meet the family of the victim for additional information. This was the first shooting in Matalan since the implementation of the election gun ban. A National Police Commission employee was arrested for allegedly soliciting money from a former police officer in exchange for expediting an appeal filed with the agency. The Philippine National Police Criminal Investigation and Detection Group reported on Tuesday. According to a CIDG statement, the suspect was apprehended during an entrapment operation at the parking area of the PNP mortuary in Camp Crame, Quezon City. CIDG Chief Police Major General Nicholas Tor III identified the suspect as Noel, an employee assigned to the Installation Logistics Service of the Napolcom Central Office. A former police major, who filed a complaint, claimed that Noel demanded 20,000 pesos in exchange for favorable action on his appeal regarding a case before the Napolcom. The suspect allegedly misrepresented himself, promising to expedite the appeal process while claiming connections with influential figures, including former Napolcom Commissioner Attorney Alexis Canonisado. The CIDG stated that Noel would face charges for estafa, violation of the Code of Conduct and Ethical Standards for Public Officials and Employees, and violations of the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act. That's all for this week. I'll see you next Friday with more stories of corruption and foolishness within the Philippine government.